Good morning. This is Robert Goodman here on Positive Strokes, Staying Clean. And we're back with some more recovery. Today's Tuesday. And I want to share about the monster of addiction. Addiction's the monster, not you, addiction. And the reason why I say that is because I was in the grips of a progressive illness, which was addiction. That meant when I put that drug of cocaine into my body, all I could do is want more, and more. And my body would let my mind know that I want more, and more. So my mind gave me means and ways to get more in the method that I did. I was in control by my addiction. I would come to myself at times, change my behavior, but I was in the grips of a progressive illness, which is addiction, which brought me back into the hell that addiction gives us. Yes. A lot of you have been experienced what I've experienced. But I experienced addiction for 40 years in active addiction. And I've shared that 25 years of that, there was no pain, enjoyment, pleasure, happiness, living life crazy, getting away with so much things that a normal person could not get away with, or a person constantly breaking the law. Then there was 15 years of pure hell in my last part of my addiction. Destroyed me, took away everything that I loved and I cared for. Yes, in the beginning, in them 25 years of pleasure, addiction separated me from loved ones, friends. It brought me to a makeup world of fake friends, fake things to make myself feel like I'm enjoying myself, putting myself in situations of pure pleasure, but it didn't feel that way. A person looking on the outside would love that type of lifestyle. But in the reality is that it wasn't real. Why would I say that? Because those who are addicted, all they want is their drug to feel good, to enjoy pleasure, happiness. And once they put that drug into their bodies, all bets are off, then it's all about pleasure, happiness, and more. So this is the group that you associated with. This is the people that you hung with. This is the people that was a part of your life, even though they would cut your throat to get high. Addiction. Addiction was the monster. Addiction is the monster. Addiction. What addiction does to us is unbelievable. It destroys lives, families. It makes people do time in prison. It puts people in the ground, dead, overdose, or in crimes committed that would cost them their lives because they need the money to get more. The monster is addiction, not the human being. In recovery, I've seen so many people walk through recovery, refinding themselves, owning up to the wreckage of their past, changing their behavior, owning up to their behavior of the past in their act of addiction, building strong, sound life skills to live their best lives. I've seen men go from not being trusted to be around their children to be sound, good fathers. I've seen mothers went from being no good mothers to wonderful and beautiful mothers to their children, changed their behavior and became something far beyond anybody thought they would be. Recovery. Addiction's the monster. It destroyed my life. I did not wake up and say, I want to be an addict. Yes, I do. This is what I want to grow up and be. No. I was sucked in by the trauma that I experienced. It was so devastating that when I put that drug into my body, it made me feel good because the trauma made me hate myself, made me believe that the situation happened was all my fault. Made me believe that due to the fact that I made a mistake in another situation, that I am not eligible for forgiveness by people that I love. But when I put that drug into my body, it made me feel good about myself. And that made me want more and more and more and more. That the only way I could feel good about myself, because I hated myself, was to put that drug into my body. And as I got into recovery and actually worked on myself, I found out that everything that happened wasn't all my fault. That I acted in the manner that I did is because it was too overwhelming for me. I didn't know how to process this information and this situation in the correct manner. I was young. didn't have the knowledge or wisdom or the understanding to process these things that happened to me. And nobody was there for me to help me process this information, to deal with these situations. I was left to my own device, my own understanding, my own wisdom. And at a young age, I don't have that knowledge and understanding to live life on life's terms. I still have to learn things. So in my recovery, I understood why I acted the way I did, why I depended on the drug, and why I became addicted. I realized that I wasn't the monster. The drug was the monster. Because when I put it into my body, I act a different way. I become a different human being. And all the pain that happened to me, all the things that happened to me, made me want to have no feelings, no emotions for other people because what was done to me. So in my addiction, I didn't care about another human being, whether they lived or died. My pain, my trauma detached me from the real world. And addiction exploited that situation to cause me to be who I was. That's why I was stuck in my addiction for 40 years. See, when you understand the process that it took for your addiction to happen and for you to be in the manner that you is and the frame of mind that you was in, you learn that you are a faulty, imperfect person. That you hurt, you grieve just like anybody else. That you don't have the monopoly on living the best life because you're still learning about yourself. And in order for you to live your best life, you must know yourself. You must know why you do what you do, why you acted in the manner that you did, and who the hell you are. Because true and real recovery comes when you understand yourself. True recovery and living your best life is knowing yourself. And if you know your faults, if you know your defects of character, if you know these things and you work on these things to make yourself better, then people cannot use your defects of character against you, manipulate you to do what they want you to do. You will have more control over yourself. When you clean the wreckage of your past, you're starting to believe in yourself. That you can be better. Yes, I faulted. Yes, I was addicted, but I'm not addicted anymore. I'm in recovery. And I like the life that I'm living. So you want to throw my addiction in my face? You can do that. That's your prerogative. But I don't have to accept it. I don't have to associate with you when you constantly throw this in my face, because I'm working on making me better. I'm not going to allow you to keep me back to where I was and keep putting that in my face and expecting me to continually atone for my past. That I got to constantly atone by doing what you say and do. I owned up to my mistake. I heartily apologize to you. I monetarily gave you money because I took your money. I'm being a true man and standing up to the mistakes I made. Now, if you choose to still hate me, that is your prerogative. If you choose to still don't want to associate me, that is your choice. But you will not live rent-free in my head anymore, because I did what I needed to do for me to be better, for me to be a man, for me to stand true, to me to feel good on the inside, and let myself know and everybody around me that I am the most important person to myself, that I love myself today, that I truly care about myself today, that I will not let addiction, the monster of addiction, destroy my life anymore. I've had enough. I've suffered enough. I'm not going to let you or no one constantly tell me what I did in the past to let that hold weight in the present. See, when I've cleaned the wreckage of my past, that means I've came to you and own up to what I did and asked for forgiveness. And if I've taken money from you, I've given your money back. Now, if you don't want to associate with me or want to deal with me, that is your choice. That is your right. But I will not suffer anymore. I want to make myself better. I will not let the monster of addiction hold any more weight in destroying my life anymore. So I hope that what I shared today makes you think that you are the most important person to yourself. You've overcome situations that a lot of people would have failed. And in recovery, there are a lot of people that did not make it. We know that. So each day that you stay clean and sober, that you invest in yourself, that you stay clean and sober, that your life gets better, you become an example to others and an example to yourself. You'll feel good about yourself. You will have pride again about yourself. You will live a life far beyond your dreams. Addiction took you down a painful road, destroyed everything that meant something to you. But recovery has given you a life far beyond your dreams, something new, a new way of life, a new family, and the rekindle of those who accept you back into the fold when you ask for forgiveness. Cherish those and understand that a power greater than yourself restored you to sanity and given you a life far beyond your dreams. This is Robert Goodman of Positive Strokes, wishing you a great and wonderful Tuesday. And remember, together we can help each other destroy the monster of addiction.